Hi, this is Renee. I have a request today to show you guys how I do my eyes. So I got, what I have is about 4 little bear heads. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the faces, and I'm going to kind of go over step by step what I do when I do their faces. I've already inked all of the edges, and that includes the edges of the muzzle too. So we don't have to worry about doing that. I just kind of inked them with, it was from Stampin' Up, and it's called Cinnamon Cider is the color that I used. And this is a file from Little Scraps of Heaven, and it's called Corn Dog, and it's kind of a cute little file. Here's a picture of it. I know it's kind of funny, I like corn dogs, but I love her bears, and I think it's just a cute little bear. And it doesn't have a base behind it, so I usually just use the picture to try and show me where to place the arms and all of the other pieces. And so kind of like this first bear, I just kind of put his arms kind of just based on where they were in the picture. In fact, we'll just do him first. And I did change the eyes. She just has black eyes, and I did want 2-part eyes, so I went in and got white and black eyes. So that's the part that I changed. But other than that, it's still the same file. So we'll work on the bigger bear here first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the muzzle on. And I only put the glue on down at the bottom of the muzzle. I don't glue all the way around it because I want to have it loose up here so that I can slip the eyes, the base of the eyes under it. So I usually just put a little bit of, well, usually I put it on the bear. I just put a little bit of glue just right down there. So, and that leaves the muzzle open so that I can slip things underneath of it. And then a lot of people leave their muzzle off, but I put the muzzle on, and I also put the nose on. And I guess I could use my tweezers. And everybody, you know, they have their own way of how they do it. And then I just go ahead and put the nose on. And it just kind of, I just put it just barely above the top of the muzzle. Is where I put my nose. And so then my eyes, get my nose is out of here. So my eyes, I have a bunch of cutout eyes that I've cut out so that I can change eyes if I want to. So I just put a little drop on each eye, And then when I put my eye together, I just want a little bit of white at the bottom. Just a little bit at the bottom. And that's the part that I'm gonna have that's gonna go under the muzzle. And then the same with this one. And I don't measure it, I just kind of eyeball it. And those are about the same. Well, I'd say that's maybe about 1/8 of an inch. So then I take my 2 eyes after the glue is on them. And then I go to the bear, and then I'm able to lift up my muzzle, and I put my bear eye, and I put it just so that the corner of the black part of his eye is just right even with his nose. And we're just gonna dry put them in there. And that one is right corner, and I make sure that they're even. And if they're not, then you know you might have to push it up a little bit or push it down to get it to look even. And then I just tilt them in just a tiny bit. Is how they're gonna look when I put some glue on them. So then I'm just gonna put a little dot of glue. On that one. And a little dot of glue there. And then you know, if you have to move them, you do have some time. And his eyes, he has a large nose, his eyes are a lot farther set apart. So that's his eyes on. And I'm gonna put the back in the glue here. And then what I do next is I take the pen pastels, and he's a brown bear, so I use burnt sienna. And that's kind of a brown color. And I use a paintbrush to put it on with. And I just get a little bit, tap off the excess, and just go around the outside of the eye. Sometimes it doesn't look like you get any on there. So then I just go around again until I guess because it's easier to add more. I mean, you can erase it really easy, but and then I go to the other eye. And by only put in a tiny drop of glue on the eye, I only got 1 drop in there, I can get my paintbrush under there so I can make sure and I can get under there with the pan pastels and get it so that I think I can get it worked in a little bit better. Because my brush will go right underneath the eye. And that just gives him a little extra texture at his eyes. And then do his eyelashes, and I am not perfect at eyelashes at all. Connie from Prairie Paper Crafts or Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers do really good eyelashes, but what I just do is I do straight lashes. I try to do straight lashes, and I kind of just start not all the way down the eye, but maybe just a little in the white, and try to just go long, short, short, long, short, short, long. And when it's on textured paper, sometimes it doesn't, it's hard for it to see it on the paper, because especially with these fine liners, they don't want to even write on them. And sometimes I put the pan pastels on after I do the eyelashes, so just long. Because this is a brand new and it doesn't want to so it's not making good eyelashes. So I'll have to take this mono drawing pen and go back here and try and this is a little bit thicker. Some eyebrows. So my eyelashes are not perfect at all. That's his eyelashes, and then I'll just give him a little bit of blush, and I just used this blending chalk. It's kind of a mess, and I just used that one and that one, and just kind of mix it and just go really light. If I get too much on there. And then I have used this Jelly Roll 08, and again, I try the jelly rolls, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And then I come back with the white titanium pan pastels and put a little white on there. Do it on his hand. A little too crazy there. Whoops. Just kind of highlight his face a little bit. And kind of highlight his nose. And then highlight right under his eyes. And there he is. Two long eyelashes right there. And this side looks pretty good, but that one has that really bizarre eyelash, but he looks kind of cute. So we'll set him aside and we'll just do another head. And like I said, I start with the muzzle. And I just glued the very bottom of it down. And then I glue on the nose. I'm going to get my eyes. Then I just put a little dab of glue kind of where the eyes are going to be. And then I can just lift it up the muzzle and get the eye in place. Get my eyes where they need to go. And they're not always the same. Sometimes they're tipped in more than the other one. You know, that's what gives them each their own individuality, is that they're not exactly the same. This little guy, his are leaning in just a little bit more than the other one, you know, but that's what's gonna give him his uniqueness compared to the other bear. And let me put the glue. do my eyelashes first this time. And kind of just go long, short, short, long, short, short, long. Like I said, I'm not the best with eyelashes. I know that Cherie from Paper Pizzas and Leftovers does have an eyelash stamp that you can purchase, so you can do your eyelashes the same every time. So and if you get some of that pen pastel on the whites of the eye, I have this little eraser called a Mono Zero elastomer eraser. It's really tiny, and it'll erase that. I know. Put some blush on here. And do the white titanium. And then there's that little bear. And they look different, but kind of look the same. And we can do another one. And like I said, just barely the bottom of the muzzle. And I'll just lift it up and put it under the muzzle. And then sometimes I don't even have to lift it up, it'll go right under the muzzle. And like I said, if you want to give them a little tilt, you can do that. But as you can see, it's just right close to the edge of the edge of the nose is where the black goes. I tend to use more pen pastels around the eyes than a lot of other people do. And that that's just my preference. Let's see if we can do some good eyelashes. better. So there's that. And then, excuse me, sorry about that. Still trying to get over COVID. And they look, I don't know, I think they look pretty close to the same. And this is our last one. And I always forget to do this, but you can line when you do your eyelashes. You can always go in with your fine line marker and kind of eyeline. I didn't do that with any of the other bears. Always forget to do that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have good luck with the pen, with the Jolly Roll. And this time it doesn't want to work at all. Well, there it works. Okay, and there's the last face. I think that one's the best face. Got the best eyelashes. So there's our 4 guys, our 4 bear heads, and how we did our faces. And like I said, I don't glue down the muzzle except way down at the bottom so that I can slip the white part of the eye under it. I put the eye, the black, right up to the corner of the nose. I'm gonna do that even if they have a smaller nose. They're probably gonna have smaller eyes. And so I still put it up like that to the nose. If they don't have any nose like my moose from the other day, I probably am gonna probably do about a finger width. So probably about this far apart from the eyes. I would keep them maybe a little closer. I think I did a little closer on the moose that I had. But generally, if they do have a nose, this is how I do the nose and the eyes. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. I'll be sure to answer any questions. And if you like what you've seen, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate any new subscribers, and I really appreciate my regular subscribers. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have anything you'd like to see me do, be sure to let me know, and I will make a video of it, try to help you, and want you to have a great day, and we will see you in a couple days with a new video. Thanks. Bye.